Hey guys, what's going on? Gaming Jake here. In this video, I'm going to be talking about basically what I am leaning more towards turds in
Hmm.
2016 when it comes to gaming. And I'm not doing this alone. I got my good friend Lucarin, so go ahead and, do
Hey
your stuff.
guys, if you're on my channel, this is Gaming Jake. You should know his voice by now because he's freaking amazing. Of course,
Thank you, thank you.
his stuff's gonna be in the description below, as my stuff will be in his.
Well,
Yeah, it will be. Shut your mouth. I'm cocky. We all know it. Um, so in any case, you can continue with what you were talking about. What we're gonna be talking about.
Right. So basically, Luce and I are going to be talking about, for the third time now, what we want to see when it comes to this year in, the gaming community and aspect of things. So I actually do have a few personal things that I would want to see this year, and I'm pretty sure you would as well. I imagine so.
I've got a few.
All right. So we're going back and forth with this. We're giving each other's thoughts on each other's different things. So like, I'll say my first one, and then I'll give my thoughts and opinions on it. Luce will give his, and then we'll go to Luce's subject. He'll give his opinions. I'll give mine, and vice versa.
Hmm.
Sound good?
Yeah,
All right.
sounds good.
So you want to start us off with your subject, or do
Is
you
the mic
care if
good?
I go?
Is the mic good?
Yeah.
Okay,
Yeah, your
thank you.
mic's good.
This is gonna be constant, guys. Um, you can start off.
All
I'm
right.
still gonna be doing.
So,
one of
all
the
right.
things.
I'm going to start off this conversation with Sonic, in the Sonic the Hedgehog series. This year marks, I believe, the 25th anniversary of Sonic, and when it comes to Sega and more specifically the Sonic team, they, in my opinion, don't do a very good job when it comes to making games that reach out to people, and they don't stick to one storyline. It's just very confusing, in my opinion, rather than having a strict storyline where it's, like, oh, I can't wait for this to finally happen since it hasn't happened in the series yet. I mean, in my opinion, every Sega game, or not Sega, but every Sonic game ends with Dr. Eggman getting his butt kicked. He always gets new machines, or he teams up with forces out of his control, such as the not seven deadly sins, but the seven group of people in Lost World. He teamed up with himself in Generations, and then he tried to control a power that was basically a dark god in Sonic Unleashed, and that did not end up well for him, and it never does. So I feel like they need to either make a new, darker villain or give Eggman a darker story, because it seems way too childish in my opinion. Um, then you have the different gameplay mechanics. Some Sonic games, in my opinion, are too fast, some are too slow, some need to stick to one specific story, or no, not story, but gameplay mechanic. Like Unleashed, I liked Unleashed because the way on how the gameplay mechanic changed was reasonable. It wasn't just like, oh, this is a mini game fight or anything like that. Like, you had to do both game mechanics in order to play the story. When you were Sonic during the day, you were at fast pace, and then when you were at Sonic during the night in his Unleashed form, you were playing more of an RPG style, which I'm used to when it comes to RPG games such as Kingdom Hearts or Final Fantasy. So the night version of Sonic Unleashed, more of which came to my liking more than the daytime version. So I just feel like Sonic needs to either up its game and stay with a more stricter storyline. So, Luce, your thoughts on Sonic?
I'm in the middle of a duel with this guy who won't shut the heck up. Like everything he's gonna do, he types it like my move and etc. But yeah, it's really dumb personally.
I play the Power Stone.
Take Tomborg. Okay. What I think is, I will agree with you on most things. First off, it was the Deadly Six, not anything of the number 7.
All right.
First off, I'm gonna correct you on
I
that.
knew it was deadly. I knew it was
The
deadly.
Deadly Six.
I just could have sworn that there were
Doing
7.
something.
That seems to be 7 deadly sins and all. But anyway, as you were saying.
In any case, I will agree with you that the gameplay mechanics in Unleashed were a lot more familiar for us RPG players. Despite me not playing so many RPGs, I played them more when I was a kid.
Mm-hmm.
I do believe that it's great Oh my god. The guy won't
Bruh.
shut up. The guy won't
Bruh.
shut up. I'm sorry.
Bruh.
And so, with it, I will agree with you on the gameplay mechanics and the storyline. I'm personally like, I'm gonna get so much hate. I hate Dr. Eggman. I hate his character.
Yeah.
He's, like you had said before, he's too childish.
Mm-hmm.
So, for me, for them to just kind of be rid of him, that would be great.
Yeah. Now, honestly, in my opinion, I don't know if you know this character or not, and I'm sorry for interrupting you.
No problem.
But
Kinda
in the
ended-ish.
all right, in the Sonic comic book, there is a evil hedgehog called Scourge the Hedgehog. He's a green hedgehog, and he basically has all the forms of Sonic, Shadow, and Silver, and whatnot. And he is crazily evil. Like he freaking puts Bowser, puts every freaking bad guy to shame. He kills and doesn't give a crap. Now, I know that there are bad guys in video games that do the same thing, but this is a hedgehog we are talking about, a green ball of fluff that wants to rip out your lungs. So,
You had told me about him prior to this video, a few months ago, maybe. And, my god, this guy just won't shut up.
I would love to see Scourge. Man, oh.
And I will agree with you, Scourge would be a pretty interesting, counterpart to the Sonic franchise. He's always been in the comic books. Well, not always, but he's been in them for quite a while now. And I personally agree with you that it would be best if they were to add at least some other kind of villain, because it's always been Dr. Eggman or the occasional Shadow, which, love you, Shadow, but it's, you're getting a little bit repetitive, and I think that new waters, new territory is what will really make the Sonic franchise boom. Puns.
I see what you did there.
It'll like the Sonic franchise boom. Okay. And so, you know, it kind of makes it a lot more. I don't know what the word I'm looking for is. It'll give them a better
Boost.
Yeah, a boost. It'll allow them to go higher, and plus, like you said, Scourge, something like that.
Forge.
Scourge, is very much very much a well-known character for the very deep, hardcore fan base. Not so much us, but people that do like the comic books, that do like the games, that do like the even the TV show.
Oh god, no.
Don't even.
Sonic X was good, but Sonic Boom was trash.
Sonic Boom was trash. Both the game and and so
You were saying, child.
yeah, I know. I'm thinking. I'm thinking a lot. And so with
You
it,
can do it.
you can do it. Shut up. And so with it, I can just say that with Sonic being able to add a new villain, Scourge definitely is okay. I'm gonna end the duel with this guy. Jesus Christ!
Thank you.
Shut up.
I was like, bruh,
I've tried.
we recording, bruh.
I've tried. I'm gonna put it on my background, on my new tab background. Enjoy, guys. That's what it's gonna be for the rest of the video. So I would agree that with Scourge or just to add something new will kind of refurbish. No, it will renew the whole feeling of Sonic, and hopefully that it happens in the next upcoming year. Although, just I personally hope for it for whenever, just hopefully in the year, because we don't need another Sonic Boom 2.
Yo.
Yeah.
No.
Getting near the end of the video, so give me a second. Okay.
Alright, so that's basically Sonic. Now it's your turn for your first subject.
Okay, Pokemon. I'm gonna go for
Ooh,
that one.
was actually going to be one of mine, so.
So, with Pokemon and it being its 20th anniversary.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, it's getting down to the bar bad. Childhood. It's hard. with it being its 20th anniversary, people are gonna go against what I say with this,
What you
and
gonna say?
I'm personally
What
gonna
you
go.
gonna say?
I'm gonna say two different things.
All right.
For games. So we all know that Pokemon Super Mystery Dungeon came out last year in November, October,
Yeah.
and it got pretty high chartings. It was pretty good rates. People liked it. I have yet to get the game. My 3DS has been broken for like a year now.
Bruh.
But personally, I am more of a fan of the main series games. Sapphire,
Pearl,
Gold,
Diamond,
you
Black,
get
White.
you go to the Elite Four, you kick butt,
Yeah,
and
yeah,
eventually
yeah,
you
yeah.
meet Red, and etc. So,
Oh.
due to it being the 20th anniversary, I would like to think this is more of a theory with no background basis whatsoever.
If you're gonna say a new gen, there actually is a whole bunch of new background stuff for a new
No.
gen.
That's
All
another
right.
thing. But for this one, it's a remake of the original games
Oh.
to bring it back because we all know that Pokemon Go is coming out,
Yeah.
and that is more than likely going to be our little remake of the regen game, of the first game. I mean, but for the people that aren't so into augmented reality, and for the people that that are on Windows phones, boohoo. Like I have an Android. For them, and they maybe they just don't want Pokemon Go, or they don't feel like that's their cup of tea. So a new game would be
I don't like tea.
cup of coffee, cup of
Yeah,
milk.
yeah, yeah.
I don't know.
Coffee.
Cup of coffee, I guess
Coffee.
for you.
Just for me.
So it's not for them. For Nintendo and Game Freak and Pokemon Incorporated to the Pokemon Company, I mean, to release a new game. And by new game, I mean just the remake, as I had said before, would be slightly in their favor to get more sales. Now, I know that the remake for Omega Ruby and Alpha Sapphire had come out 2 years ago. I believe it has been now almost... No, it's been a year, and it's going to go to the second year this year. They always...
It came out 2014 November.
Yeah. And they usually always they usually always release new games around November. November, end of the year, Christmas time. Since it's the 20th anniversary, I feel like it would be a good thing for them to make a remake of the original games with the new technology they have and etc. And give people a feel. Like, of course, I'm gonna get some hate because people were like, "No, the originals are the best. No remakes, no nothing." Boom. And also, some people are gonna say like, "We had Fire Red and Leaf Green." Yeah, that was like 10 years ago, more. Like, calm down.
2005 or 4, I think.
I think it was 2004. So 12 years. Back off. We can have a third remake, and it's a special occasion. As for
January 29th, 2004.
Yeah, you googled it.
Yeah, I did. No, I binged it, bruh.
I Bing. Bing is worthless.
I bing.
Bing is worthless. And so the more logical side of things would be the simple fact that a new gen.
Yeah.
A new gen had come out 2013, I believe.
Yes, sir.
So that was X and Y. Gen 6,
yeah.
which I completely despise. Let's not get into that. I'll explain that
Gen
later.
6. No, you won't.
But I'm going to explain it on here. I'm going to explain it afterwards.
Julio.
After this video.
Yeah, you and I are going to have a little bit of a chit chat, brother. Cracks neck.
And so, with the new gen, some people are saying Pokemon Dusk and Dawn, and you guys will see all the fakes everywhere. I mean everywhere. But when Pokemon had wanted a sequel for Black and White, they copyrighted multiple names that have yet to be considered names. Considered games. Names that have yet to be considered games in the Pokemon franchise. So they could always use one of those, which isn't that big of a clue. But also the fact that the majority of new gens that pop up have a 2 to 3 year. Oh my god, really? 2 to 3 year difference in between when it was released to the next one.
Mm-hmm.
And I know X and Y came 2 years ago, but when it becomes the end of the year, it'll have been 3.
Yeah.
Which is a more likely kind of thing to happen in 2016. Also, Kokoroko? I think it's Kokoroko. Released a whole bunch of screenshots for a new form of Zygarde, and people are saying that that it's gonna be like an XY2 X and
Sequel.
Y2 sequel
Pokemon
kind of
Z.
thing. Pokemon Z, yeah, you get the feel. But while that is probable, I still feel like this one would make more sense simply because 20th anniversary, it's been 20 years. Whenever you consider an anniversary, you kind of consider it as like a new, it's like a new fresh start.
Mm-hmm.
So you can consider this as a new fresh start for Gen 7.
Yeah.
And also, due to the fact that I said the names, the changes, Kokoroko has also been saying and showing screenshots of some other things. Overall, I just feel like Gen 7 is very, very probable.
Mm-hmm.
And I personally would want to, because we need to come back from the horrible, horrible Gen 6. Haters, comment! Don't yell.
I'm commenting on this video now.
Go ahead. Anyways, so I'm getting around the 7-minute mark, so give me a minute.
Alright. A minute after like every 7 to 10 minutes is because the recording program he uses limits him to 10 minutes, so he has to stop the recording and then restart it.
And then I have to edit everything together.
Yeah.
So, that's my reasoning for Pokemon.
Alright.
I'd like to hear some of the stuff you have for Pokemon, because you said that you were planning on using that as one of your standoffs.
Oh yeah. First of all, I would like to say Gen 6 rocks.
No, it doesn't.
Yeah, dude. Honestly, I loved Gen 6. Now there were some stuff that I didn't like I didn't like Honedge and its evolution stage, and just because Honedge itself doesn't interest me, but you get the dual blade and then you get the Aegislash, and that I think those two are actually pretty commonly used when it comes to competitive Pokemon matches. Now, I haven't been on a Pokemon X and Y game since early 2014, just because A, I lost my game, B, I never felt like getting a new one, and C, when the Gen 3 remake came out 2 years ago, almost 2 years ago, it sort of refreshed it for me, because I knew at that time that if I beat the game multiple times, I would just get starters from the other gens, and eventually Gen 6, so therefore I would get my Chespin back, I would get all this other stuff back from Gen 6 that I wanted. So basically when I got the Gen 3 remake, I had X and Y plus the remake in my hands, so I was perfectly cool with it. Now, what I think completely tears down what I want. I think that instead of getting a main series title, we're going to be getting possibly a remake of Pokemon Snap or Pokemon Go or something stupid like that, or Pokemon or Pikachu Says or something like that. I forgot what it was. It would honestly, or maybe even the spin-off, or not spin-off, but the Pokemon Battle Arena sort of thing. Not Pokken Tournament, but the games that were on the GameCube, I believe, and then was on the Wii. It was Pokemon Battle Revolution.
Yeah,
that was on the Wii. I think we may get another one of that, although I sort of think that Tekken Tournament may push that under the rug, because the way on how those games work... I
both of them, so...
Yeah, I did. The way on how Revolution and just Pokemon Battle Arena on the GameCube worked was, it was just a 3D home console version of the regular Pokemon games, except for you didn't go out and battle trainers and gyms and stuff. It was, you just battled people in the tournament with Pokemon that you just had. I mean, like, it wasn't anything spectacular in my opinion, but I do see possibly Pokemon tournaments, shoving that under the rug. Speaking of Pokemon tournament, we are getting that this year alongside with with what you said, Pokemon Go. I feel like that those are going to be this year's Pokemon titles, and maybe after both of them have released, we'll get a trailer or a confirmation on a Gen 7 game, or maybe, as you said, Pokemon Z, since I do see that happening a lot more than I do a Pokemon Z, or no, not Z, a Pokemon Gen 7. Do I want a Gen 7 more than I do a Pokemon Z? Absolutely, I would love a Gen 7, but I see X and Y getting a whole lot more love for a sequel than I do a new generation. Not to mention, the Pokemon Company, I believe a few weeks ago, confirmed Volcanion, which is the last of the 3 legendary Pokemons that were encrypted in X and Y's coding and haven't been released until now. We had Dianca, and I believe came out for X and Y. Whatever. I call it Dianca. I know a whole bunch of Diane's IRL, so Dianca, Diancie, whatever, in X and Y. Then we had Hoopa in Oras. So it only makes sense, in my opinion, for Volcanion to come on a new title. Maybe it was confirmed for Oras. I don't remember. Don't quote me on that. But Volcanion, I believe, will come out with a new game title, No, don't. With Gen 7 or or Pokemon Z. So when it comes to Pokemon remakes, as you were saying, like the original games, I feel like that was up the Pokemon Company's ideal thoughts, but I feel like they replaced the remake of the original games with the bundles that they're doing for the 3DS this month. Oh wait, no, that's January. Never mind. Next month, with the Pokemon Red DS, the Pokemon Blue DS, and the Pokemon Yellow DS. And when you get the DSs, you also get each corresponding game downloaded into the DS. So if you get the Pokemon Red DS, you're going to get Pokemon Red. If you get the Pokemon Blue DS, you're going to get Pokemon Blue. If you get the Yellow, you get the Yellow. The end. And then what you said about just, remaking the games, and then you brought up Leaf and Green, I was thinking about that, and I was like, but dude, Leaf Green. Now, yeah, you're right that they haven't done anything with Leaf Green, or they haven't done anything back to the Kanto region. I have to tell you that they sort of did remake Leaf and Green / Pokemon, or the original Pokemon games, when they remade Silver and Heart Gold, because
I have my own opinions on that.
All right, but they had the Kanto region and everything in that, and in my opinion, I think Heart Gold and Soul Silver are better than the original games, just because you get 2 regions, you get to face Red, you get all this really cool stuff, and I mean, I just see it 10 times better over than I do the original games.
Yes, of course, I can agree with you on that tenfold.
All right. So you're gonna say something real quick, and I think I'm gonna get my butt smacked here. But
I will agree.
When
with
Luce's
you.
opinions overpower yours.
That's often. Aside from Yu-Gi-Oh, because it has a rule book.
Boy, I beat you.
No, I beat you. The frick you mean? Don't see the video,
what
guys.
are you talking about?
Don't see the video, guys.
There was no video of you beating me.
Yeah, there is.
Continue.
And so, with Soul Silver and Heart Gold, lots of people do see it as yet another remake of the original Kanto region, but just because Kanto is implemented into it, and plus, I love Silver and I love Gold. And I still have Soul Silver, and I play it to today. Like, don't catch me on level 100s. So I personally love the game, and I can feel with you that the whole David texting us.
Yeah, I know, I got it.
Yeah. With the whole word it, Luke. Word it. The whole there's 2 regions into one.
Yeah.
Which also, just saying that right now just got me the best idea, which is something I'm gonna say right afterwards, really quickly. But
right.
Pokemon's been going on for 20 minutes already. So with it
Pokemon.
Yeah, Pokemon Pikachu. Yeah, no, I'm not adorable. Don't judge me.
I judge hard.
I'm gonna quote you now, definitely.
Well,
Said, I will. Don't worry.
What, the I judge you hard thing?
No, the
No.
Volcanion.
No.
Yeah.
No.
Yeah.
Bruh.
This is friendship, guys. This is friendship.
At its finest.
A whole minute wasted into just complete rambling. So with the whole Heart Gold and Soul Silver,
Ramble. All right, go. I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
I had a
No.
perfectly good thought. I think you would say ramble. I had a fine thought. With the whole Pokemon Heart Gold and Soul Silver being Kanto remakes. No, they weren't Kanto remakes. Kanto
I know
was
they weren't
implemented,
Kanto remakes.
but they were remakes of Silver and Gold. And what I had said prior was the whole 20th anniversary, go back to the new, or remake the old. That was the whole intention of what I was trying to say.
You
Now,
literally just said, hold on. You literally just said, and I'm going to quote you.
I'm going to quote me. This is true.
They need to remake the games that they remake.
No, I would also.
Literally what you
I
just
could
said.
say that right now, and I would love a Soul Silver and Heart Gold remake.
Oh, yeah.
That's it. Pokemon. Why can't they walk behind us anymore? So, I'm gonna end right here for a second.
Yay, I love you.
So what I personally want now that this just popped into my head, a game, and this is going to sound ridiculous, but it's been in the back of my mind ever since Gen 5.
All right.
A game where I don't care what region you start on.
Mm-hmm.
You could maybe even choose what region you start on, but
Ooh,
you
that
can
would be cool.
travel all the regions.
Oh, yeah.
You don't understand how badly I've wanted to go back to Hoenn, but also still go back to Sinnoh in the same game. Not to buy two different games. You can make the game cost $100 and I still buy that shit. Cause,
Oh, yeah.
like, the whole changing, and this is going way past what is ever gonna happen. But like an MMO of Pokemon.
That
would
is a
be-
thing?
I know it's a thing, but I mean like an actually good one with tons
An
of
actual good one.
tons and tons of like
that'll
support from the Pokemon company with tons of time implemented into it, and
Mm-hmm.
it being what I'm imagining right now in my head, which is just like you being able to interact with people. Let that be for virtual reality.
Sexy.
It's amazing. Let that be for virtual reality.
All right.
But with the whole different regions and etc., it gives us a better understand. And it's not me saying this right now. They probably watch this video and be like, "That's a good idea." Puts off everything for 3 years, and then makes it. No, we're not popular. Don't think that, guys.
Yes, we are.
No, we're not.
We're sexy dudes.
So with it, I believe that being a possible outcome with just all of that, all the regions, all of the Pokemon, and man, add Gen 7 into there. Boom. Do it. Do it. Just make it this big colossal collage of Pokemon. And
Yeah.
I would love the Pokemon Company forever. I probably would not ask for another game.
Oh, okay.
I probably wouldn't ask for another game. Because I could just
And I think that'll end
travel
the
the
video
regions.
right there, ladies and gentlemen.
You can quote me on that one. I would not ask for
Nintendo
another
goes
Pokemon.
bankrupt.
Yeah,
Legit.
Pokemon's one of the only things they really have. So, I already know what you're about to freaking talk about. Final Fantasy, aren't you?
Close. Very,
Kingdom
very
Hearts,
close. Yeah, Kingdom Hearts.
Here we
So,
go.
I'm actually going to put both of mine in the same group
Go ahead.
under just Square Enix. Yeah, because it's
It makes
taking
sense.
a while. All right. So it's by the same developer, Tetsuya Nomura, or director, or whatever. It's also by the same company, Square Enix. So I'm just might as well put them both together. So Final Fantasy wise, this has been a great few months for Final Fantasy fans. I myself am not a diehard Final Fantasy fan, but ever since I'd have to say the Dawn trailer back in August of Final Fantasy 15, I was like, okay, I need to take this seriously. I am going to join the Final Fantasy, all this and that. So I have, and I've been very committed, and I've had fun with it.
Very committed.
Yeah, shut up. So,
Bought Cloud the first day it came out, Jesus.
oh, dude, the lag on that.
Oh, God. Sorry about that.
All right, but anyway. Yeah, don't interrupt me again, Scrub, or I will beat you. I will beat you. All right, so I feel David's text. I feel like for Final Fantasy that it's been a wonderful past 6 months. Possibly the best 6 months any Final Fantasy fan could have ever hoped for. Now, for those of you that don't know, there are way more than 15 titles in the Final Fantasy franchise. There's 15, actually, no, there's 16 main titles. 10 had, Final Fantasy 10, and then there was a remastered version, or not remastered, but another story sort of thing. That was a Kingdom Hearts quote there, but Kingdom Hearts 10-2, which showed not the main character of 10, but his girlfriend's side of the story. So I guess you can count that as one story being one thing, or you can count it, like I said, as 16 different franchises, or not franchises, but different games. Then there, of course, are spin-offs such as Dissidia, which is basically Smash Bros, but limited to Final Fantasy characters, which is amazing. It looks a lot like Tekken Tournament. Then there's actually the game on the App Store, and I believe Google Play Store as well, Final Fantasy Record Keeper,
Yes.
which, yeah, it's pretty fun. I played it back in the summer. I played it for about a week, and then I got bored, and then I just got rid of it. But Record Keeper is one of my favorites. I do like Record Keeper. I need to get back into it. But so Final Fantasy, that was then, and now I'm talking about now. Currently, Final Fantasy 15 is in development, and it is actually pretty far, in my opinion. I feel like it's coming out within the next possibly 7-8 months. And because one of my main reasoning for that is last year, it was either Tetsuya Nomura or it was Square Enix that said at, I think, a PAX interview, said that players can expect to play, or fans can expect to play Final Fantasy 15 before 2017. And he said that during 2015. So ladies and gentlemen, let's have math time real quick. What is before 2017, but after 2015? Who would have thought? Who would have thought? So, Luce, you just got an A+ in math.
Dude, I really wish I had an A+ in math right now.
But anyway, so I feel like Final Fantasy 15 will be coming out this year, possibly summer or fall. I don't think it's going to be a winter release, just because they don't need that. I mean, they have enough hype as possible. They don't need to wait for the hype to build up for Christmas. I mean, honestly, just give us the freaking game already.
That screws everything over.
Yeah.
Get too much hype.
And then you got Final Fantasy 7, which, in my opinion, will come out next year. Will come out 2017, more or less late 2017, just because they're still working on Final Fantasy 15. And although they're very at the end of development, so I feel like it's not that much of a hassle, but they're working on both games. So I feel like once they finish 15 for good, like they start porting it to other countries, or when they start putting like trailers on for TV, then it'll be good and done. So I feel like Final Fantasy 17 will be coming out next year, sort of late next year. And 17? Then now Kingdom Hearts. Yeah, of 2017. Okay. So now for Kingdom Hearts. This has been a very, not the best, but a good past year and a half for Kingdom Hearts fans. We've gotten multiple Kingdom Hearts 3 news. We've gotten multiple different confirmations, I already said news, but we got worlds confirmed. We got a whole bunch of different crap for Kingdom Hearts fans, and it's really, really big and cool. And one of the most recent things that I just learned, I believe the other day, was that Winnie the Pooh in the 100-acre woods, thank you, will be returning in Kingdom Hearts 3. However, we have had stuff like this happen before. It could be fake, but the whole thing on how it was confirmed was the voice actor, I believe for Tigger or Pooh, confirmed via Twitter that he is at the end of voice recording for Square Enix on Kingdom Hearts 3. So that sort of confirms 100-acre woods for Kingdom Hearts 3.
Disney.
Now, yeah. Well, now there actually was a leak